Hey fish people, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at a relatively popular fish in the hobby, the shell dwellers. Now these shell dwellers are a cichlid from Lake Tanganyika in Africa. They're a small group of fish that spend most of their time living inside of empty shells, mostly from snails. Now, personally, I would consider these the gateway African cichlid because their maximum size under 2 inches. They watch over a small territory compared to other fish, and they're relatively easy to care for. Now, there's actually over like 24 different types of shell dwellers. Most people that are going to be getting into keeping shell dwellers are going to be keeping the Neolampregus multifasciatus, multis for short. A lot of people call them multis or shellies or shell dwellers, whichever you choose. And as far as African cichlid goes, when you compare them to other fish, the males are only going to max out at 2 inches, females only going to max out at 1. So because of this, you can keep them in a small tank. Something like a 10 can actually house a group of 6 of these. 1 male, 5 females. Again, small fish, keep them in a smaller tank. So if you wanted to try African cichlids, this would be a great way for you to go. You don't have to get a bigger tank for mbunas or something of that nature. Now, interesting to note, some shellies will live in a polyamorous or polygamous relationship where when it comes to mating, they don't care. They'll breed with whatever as long as it's the same species. Other ones are going to be more monogamous and want to just pair off and be together the whole time. So you really can't be mixing and matching most of your shells. Luckily though, besides that, care is virtually the same for both types and all species. They are a digger fish, so you're going to want a substrate that's soft. Most people will use a sandy substrate. You're going to want to keep about 2 to 6 shells per fish. In the wild, they're going to use the Neothym snail shell. I'll put a picture here for you. In your tanks, a lot of people use apple snail shells, mystery snail shells. Basically, you're just going to want a shell that's big enough that they can just get in and live there. Since the shells are their homes, they're going to be living in there, they're going to be breeding in there. That's their quirk. They are shell dwellers for a reason. Now, as far as tank parameters go, we're looking at a pH range of 7.6 to 8.6. I'm sure you could go down a little bit, but typically that's the range you're going to want to keep these at. Temperature-wise, 76 to 82. Now, when it comes to food, these guys are living at the bottom level of your tank. So you're going to want to feed them something that's going to drop to the bottom. They're also a little skittish. They're more opportunistic rather than just constantly being hungry. So a nice well-rounded pellet, something from Extreme, any of their nice pellets would be good. Other foods they're going to sink down and get in that bottom level that they can eat at are going to be fine. Something that's well-balanced, has a lot of different things in it. Get them a nice diet. Now, you can give them tank mates. You'd want something that stays at the top level of the tank. If you're doing a 10-gallon, though, no tank mates, just do a species only. If you want to go to the tank rank route, get something bigger. Look for stuff that's not going to get too big to eat your shellies and isn't going to be having a buttload of fry. But for me personally, if I'm going to keep these guys, I'm just going to keep them by themselves, not mix things up and make it harder on myself. And again, you're not going to want to mix your various species of shellies. You're just going to want to pick a species and stick with them. So overall, these fish are going to be an interesting addition to your fish keeping hobby. They're going to provide you a unique interaction you won't get from most fish because they're going to be living inside those shells, and that's their cool quirk about them. The shells is the whole point. People get a different level of enjoyment out of these fish because they get to see them, pick their shells, go around and do different things. Versus something that's just, swimming back and forth in your tank all day. As always, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you're interested in more African cichlid videos, I will link 2 more at the end of this video for you to check out. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like on the video and leave me a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on shellies, if you've kept them, if you haven't kept them. Do you want to keep them now? And until next time, I'll see you later.